All right, welcome back to Friday, week 14, Mesoamerica Ag. Here's the overview of the week. This one talks to you about writing the paper a little bit, but let's dig into it just a little bit more. Formative Friday. What you're going to do is you are going to open up this document right here. Okay, as it comes open, you don't necessarily need to enable editing. What you're simply going to do is create a Venn diagram. This will be on the board for you. On the left-hand side, you're going to talk about the manorial system. If we minimize this, you can see the manorial system in Mr. Daniels' log on Wednesday. You're going to come all the way down here. I know these are crowded today. I'll try and avoid that in the future. Come on down. Here's the log itself. So you're going to look at Mr. Daniels' poster, and you're going to talk about what does the manorial system look like as it loads up. You can see it here, street view, satellite view, social structure, all kinds of things. Then what you're going to do, if you're looking at your Venn diagram, is you're going to choose your civilization here at the top, Aztec, Inca, Maya, Olmec, or other. You're going to put how is the manorial system different than Aztec, Inca, Maya, or whomever you choose farming system. Tell me 2 to 3 similarities here in the middle. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the manorial system, or you can take your poster and compare it to someone else. So if you're an Aztec, you might compare it to the Mayas and see how there's a lot of similarities between those two. So you have to take, since this is my poster, then it's the example, and the manorial system would be mine compared to someone else's. So essentially you're going to make 2 comparisons between 3 different places: Europe, yours, and someone else's. You can find all of those under the Wednesday submissions. Right down here on the Padlet. You just scroll down, find the ones that you think looks the most interesting, check it out. You might check out 2 or 3 of them if you wanted to. Make sure to credit the person that you got it from. So if I was to get something fair and contrasting. So we jump back to our Word document here. The last part of it is your outline for your essay. Now this should be easy for you to do in class. It becomes fill in the blank at this point. All you're doing is you're going to define farming up here for your grabber. Then I need 2 sentences describing manorial farming, so that would be my log. 2 sentences describing ancient American farming techniques, so that would be your poster. Then you're going to restate the question. The question is, which system left a greater legacy? Then you're going to create a claim. Which one do you think left a greater legacy? Is it the manorial system, or is it the Mesoamerican system? Or, in this instance, it would be okay to ride the fence, but we'll talk about riding the fence next week. So if you have that opportunity to say both combined left the greatest legacy, then you could do that as well. Your mini claim is the reason why. So whatever you think is the best system, you tell me why. The mini claim is here. Most of you did a good job with this. The thing that we really need to focus on are these 4 sentences and the grabber and the restatement of the claim up here. As you get into the paper, you'll see that the sentences that go after the mini claim are basically fill in the blank. You write what I have, fill in the blanks, get rid of the parenthetical sections. The explanation, I gave you the explanation, it becomes fill in the blank. The argument is right here, you fill in the blank, and then your transition, you have to actually write a transition. Here's an example transition. If you want to borrow some of that, feel free. And then finally, the conclusion is here. It is also fill in the blank. Don't forget the sources in the correct locations. Now, the idea behind fill in the blank here is that I want this essay written and completed in class. So before you leave, you're submitting and sharing this essay to me. We need to be able to do this in a timed format so that when you get tested on this in the future, you can do it and feel comfortable in a timed format. Additionally, we're going to ask you to write your final papers on World War I in the spring. We're going to ask you to do that all in class, and that's going to be in a 45-minute period. So we need to get comfortable, in 2 45-minute periods. So you need to get comfortable writing those things in class on a deadline. If you have any questions, feel free to post to the discussion board. Thank you, and have a good day.